This morning I'm cooking tortilla española. Tortilla española is not a tortilla. It's not a traditional tortilla. It's actually a very simple to do, great to taste omelet. Can be served as a tapa, can be served as a main dish, breakfast dish. This is an anytime dish. So how we make it? Very simple. First, I'm going to go ahead and saute onions in olive oil. And here I have half an onion, and we are going to, I like the sound. We're going to brown the onions, and then we're going to be frying the potatoes in olive oil. And lastly, we're going to mix everything together with fresh eggs to make this delicious tortilla española. Now that the onions are ready, I am going to go ahead and take them out of the pan temporarily and cook the potatoes. And we'll go ahead and cook the potatoes the same way that we cook the onions. We're gonna be cooking them in olive oil. We'll come back when the potatoes are ready. Make sure to stir the potatoes so they don't stick, and you don't have to cook them all the way. Just with a fork, if the fork is sticking to the potato with ease, that means they're ready for the next step. And the next step is to take the potatoes out of the pan with everything we have and mix them with the onions and the eggs. This is just delicious. So I'm taking everything out of the pan. And now I am going to be mixing this with the eggs and the onions. So here are the onions, and I'm going to mix it a little bit. Make sure that you get a large bowl when you do this, because we're just mixing everything. You can also mix it on the pan if you like to. You just want to make sure that everything gets mixed in really, really well like this. Okay, so there you have it. Now I am going to be adding the eggs, and I have 4 eggs already scrambled, beaten real well, that I'm going to be adding to this mix. I have 4 eggs here, and I already mixed them real well. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour them onto the potatoes and the eggs. And I am going to mix a little bit just to make sure that the eggs are all over, that everything is well mixed. And I have the olive oil here too. So now I'm going to be placing this entire mix onto the cooking pan again, and basically just cook it like an omelet for about 5 to 10 minutes until all the sides are cooked, until the egg is cooked. Kind of looks like a pie. I'll show you. So first, I'm pouring everything back in here onto the pan, and we are going to go ahead and cook it until the egg gets crunchy on the rims of the pan. I usually cook it on medium heat. Just let it cook by itself. Only takes about 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll turn it, cook the other side, and we'll be ready to enjoy Tortilla Espan ola. Now that this finished cooking, what I am going to do is I am going to place it on a plate, large plate, so we can turn it. And be very careful when you do this, and just go ahead and usually what I do is I go ahead and put the plate first like this, and then I slowly and carefully turn it like that. Okay? Don't worry if the eggs are a little bit burned. That's what gives this dish a very special flavor. Now I'm gonna put it back in the pan to cook the other side. Don't worry if some of the potatoes come out, that's okay. Just put them back on the plate where it doesn't matter. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just cook the other side a little bit, and then I'm gonna let it cool, and we'll go ahead and enjoy our Tortilla Espan ola. Okay, our Tortilla Espan ola is ready to enjoy. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful and delicious. This is one of the most simple dishes to cook. It's fun to make. It's delicious to taste. You remember the cayenne salsa that I make earlier today? Well, I have a little bit of it here, and I am going to put a little bit of this salsa over my share of the Tortilla Espan ola. Seriously, you have to make a Tortilla Espan ola today. You will enjoy it. Otherwise, it's unfair for me to be here cooking and eating, enjoying the pleasures of cooking. This dish can be enjoyed as a tapa dish, as an appetizer, as lunch, as dinner, as breakfast, as a midnight dish. The simplicity, the combination of simple onions, potatoes, eggs, lots of olive oil makes this dish extraordinary delicious. Until the next time with more Spanish food. Ole.